everybody, to the
I'm Fat Podcast.
Snacks are best saved for later.
With Jay Zawoski.
That man ate all our shrimp and 2 plastic lobsters.
And Rick Camp.
Out the mist came a beast more stomach than man.
Welcome into another edition of the I'm Fat Podcast, brought to you by our sponsors, Charlie the Bacon Guy, Mazda of Orland Park, and Frato's Culinary Kitchen. I am Rick Camp alongside fellow fat Jay Zawoski. Jay, it was a busy week. It's actually been a little bit more, at least now, mild temperatured end of the week in the Chicagoland area, even though the humidity is there. It's apparent.
It's there. That's for sure.
Yes. So while the temperatures are nice, when the temperature is matched by the humidity in terms of percentage, it's not great. Definitely not great for fats, but we still had a productive week.
Yeah, it could certainly be a lot worse outside. I spent a lot of time outside this weekend and did not feel overly hot, did not feel the need for Gold Bond, which is a win. That's a win for all of us. So it was good, man. It was good. Thanks for everybody for jumping in. We are followable on social media. I don't know. I'm already off to a roaring start. I'm Fat Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. We've got the Facebook fan page. We've got the TeePublic shop. That link is in our bio. A bunch of people buying some stuff on our TeePublic shop. I do have the new Onion Ring of Honor design being made now. It is very simple. It's going to be just like last year's, but they're going to sneak a burrito in there, which I think as the years go on, it'll become fun to just be like, "Where's Waldo?" with the items in the Onion Ring of Honor. So that'll be up at some point this week. So if you want to jump on that, feel free, but don't do it until I tell you it's up, because I don't want you to order the wrong one. You want to get the new one with the burrito on it, and you can't pre-order it or anything like that. I have to update the image. So if you don't see a burrito, don't do it. I'll put up new for 2022 in the description so you know it's there. And of course, I'll tweet it out and all that good stuff. What else? Oh, patreon.com/I'mFatPod. Rick remains unemployed, so feel free to kick into that Patreon. It's very helpful. And I think
I've literally lost track of days. Like, someone asked me, so how long has it been now? I'm like, honestly, I have no idea. Like, when you don't have, it's funny, when you don't have the routine, you're routine, whatever. It's like, no, when you lose the routine, all bets are off.
Yeah, routine is very important. And it's something that I had to kind of, when I got the new job, even when my hours weren't consistent, I had to kind of find a consistent routine, because I don't know, I just felt out of it all the time.
Yes.
Was kind of the way. It wasn't like, I'm tired, or I didn't know if I was coming or going, and I was distracted, and I don't know, routine is a good thing. So yeah. Get one of those. They're good.
Yeah.
This just in.
So you're telling me losing track of time and realizing I ended up playing 4 consecutive hours of video games isn't good?
That's fine. It's good for your mental health, as long as it makes you feel better.
I guess. In the moment, I was like, yeah. And then at the end, I'm like, boy, I really wasted today. I legit thought it was 2 hours.
What game did you play?
F1 2021.
Okay. See, that can take some time out, right? That's
because when you're doing the whole basically like a season mode type thing, you've got to do the practice sessions and the qualifying and then the race, or at least that's the way I have it set up. So yeah, it takes a hot minute.
Yeah. That's like anytime I play Red Dead Redemption, where you literally have to travel from one place to the other on horse. It's like, oh, I'm in this town, and now I got to go to this town, but you can't you can, but you can fast travel at some points in the game, but it just, everything is a 15-20 minute excursion. You look up, it's like, I've been playing this for 3 or 4 hours, and I've gotten 2 things done.
Yep.
What the hell? So, once you're tying people to railroad tracks for fun on your journey, that takes time,
Right.
All these things take time. So yeah, man, whatever's keeping you going, whatever's keeping you, that's everybody, not just you, whatever's keeping you happy and motivated, and go for it. I had a pretty eventful weekend, especially Saturday, where I was supposed to, so here's the story. Thursday night, I went to the Cubs game with my buddy. My buddy tested positive yesterday morning. So I was supposed to go see John Mulaney Saturday.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not going to go sit in the United Center, potentially exposed, all that sort of stuff. So
sure.
Me and Hope and our friends, Brian and Sarah, went to Chinatown. They just got over COVID. We barely went in any buildings. I wore a mask the whole time. But we got a bunch of I got a bunch of funny, weird, exotic treats from Chinatown.
Nice.
And I'm going to try some of those on the podcast today. Then we didn't have lunch there. We just had snacks and some boba teas and stuff. Then we went to 35th Street Red Hots, which I'm sure you've been to, right down the street from Guaranteed Rate Field. My God, that place is awesome.
Yes,
and then came home and just crashed on the couch because I was so full of sugar and onions and everything that makes you smell bad. But it was good. So I've got these. I showed you these chips before we started. These are the Lay's. If you're watching on YouTube, youtube.com/I'mFatPodcast. It's a red Lay's bag, and the flavor is numb and spicy hot pot flavor. So I didn't know that numb was a flavor.
Right. Like, is it supposed to be spicy enough to where it numbs your mouth?
I think
you know
so.
What I mean?
Yes. And of course, I'm trying to read the ingredients here. Spicy hot pot seasoning. So I don't know what that necessarily would be.
Okay.
It looks like chili paste.
Yeah.
Like what's it called? Sriracha or whatever.
I swear to God, you put that bag up, I kind of wanted to I literally leaned over like it was going to change the way I see it.
Ooh.
Just something I thought of, too. Do you want to save that for last so you can taste everything else?
That's a good point. It does not smell good.
Oh.
It smells like feet. But I will try it for the podcast.
Numb feet?
Numb feet, yes. All right, so the Kit Kats I've got melon, which appears to be a cantaloupe.
Melon. Now, are these the regulars, but they're stacked up, or is it more like the big cat?
No, these are like the fun size. The side by side.
It looked like
fun
it had
size.
more height to it.
No, I think it's just your standard Kit Kat.
Okay.
Melon. There's an orange on here with a little drizzle of what appears to be chocolate, maybe hazelnut. So we'll figure that one out. Peach.
Okay.
This one was labeled in the bin, so this is white chocolate.
Okay.
And I've got 3 mystery ones.
Oh.
So I've got this brown-ish, which I'm thinking maybe is like a coffee.
Okay.
There is
sense.
a pink one.
It's
I don't know what that is.
Strawberry or something.
And
maybe.
a green, which I can only assume is a green tea. So I'm going to,
Okay.
this is what I was doing yesterday in Chinatown, which is a lot of fun. Opening up the Google app and using the translator.
Okay.
So, all right, I'm going to hold this up. I'm going to do the pink one first. This one says, hang on.
Did you get 2 of the pink? Did you get 2 of the pink ones and 1 of the brown ones by chance?
God. No. What? I'm sorry. I'm too distracted by the description, by the translation. The sweetness of adults. Discerning
I wasn't
strawberry.
Far off. I wasn't far off.
What is discerning strawberry?
Wow.
All right. Well, I want to know what the sweetness of adults tastes like.
Oh no.
All right. So it says the sweetness of adults discerning strawberry. That's the first one. I'm happy to report it is just strawberry.
Okay.
And it's good.
Is that going to be like the new Bruno Mars song?
Oh, wow. There's like a tartness to it.
Ooh, okay.
It's good. This is very good. All right. Next. Oh, my gosh, that's good. Okay. The green one.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to give it another try. A grinning break in the push.
Now we're back to the strawberry.
What does this say? Strong matcha. Ugh, I hate matcha. Matcha tastes like diapers. Not that I've eaten many diapers in my life,
Right.
but I don't see myself
Different
finishing it.
tab.
Especially if they describe it as strong.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to like this one.
Okay.
I might have to kill this with numb flavor.
Yeah. You might.
It kind of tastes like nothing.
Numb cat?
I don't know. All right. That's nothing to write home about.
Okay.
All right, let's
do
try
you
the
need
other.
do you need to balance it out with the sweetness of adults or whatever?
Oh my God, this one's worse.
What? Which color is it?
This is like the oatmeal covered one.
Brown. Okay.
Kit Kat Sweaty half-body bath break. Whole grain. Biscuits
What?
of the blessing of wheat.
Hold on. Read the thing again.
Sweaty half-body bath break.
Now, are they gonna do like a mix-up one with the strawberry so you can get the
I don't know.
what the sweaty half-naked
I think this
sweetness
is-
of
so,
adults or something?
Here's what I'm thinking. Maybe what these are saying, and if we have someone who speaks Chinese on this podcast, by all means hit me up and I'll send you these labels for like a better translation.
Sure.
I think what it's saying is like have a take a break after your workout.
Yeah.
It's probably like the
Yes.
but it's being literally translated instead
That's
of like
awesome.
in phrasing.
Yes.
Okay, that's oatmeal. That's pretty good.
Okay.
That's pretty good. All right. Oh, that is good. I like that a lot. Okay.
That Now we're gonna have to tie all these together, and that's gonna be a whole separate tab.
No, different website. Let's see. Google sweaty bath break. That's not what I wanted.
I'm fat. Now what?
All right, these are the white chocolate. Good.
Okay.
Solid. A plus. I would say like because they're imported, you get this a lot with the like Canadian candy and the
Okay.
English candy, that it is a more pure like natural flavor because they have more like qualifications to call something food.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. Like when we tried all the Irish stuff.
Yes, exactly. All right, here's the melon one. I just did the
Okay.
translate for fun.
Oh boy.
No omissions due to the mesh of melon.
Goddamn
Does this
right.
mean, is this like,
Yeah.
I might as well, it's like another
Yeah.
vasectomy?
See, I was thinking that it was more. I was thinking it was more of a motorboat type scenario, but you know, that's just me. We've already gone this far down the path.
I gotta say, Rick,
Yeah.
this might be my favorite one.
Really?
I don't even like cantaloupe that much. All right. All right, we're still going. We're gonna keep
Okay.
it going.
Okay. Which
right.
ones do you have left?
Orange.
Okay.
Something. Oh, chocolate orange. Okay.
Okay.
Let's get the translation for fun.
Of course.
Oh, there's nothing fun on this one.
Oh.
It just says chocolate orange.
Okay.
Ooh. All right. I had so many flavors happening right now.
And then you're gonna scorch them all.
Yeah, seriously. That smells so bad, dude. I'm
Yeah.
hesitant to even try it.
This is
Oh
the
my
chocolate
god.
orange.
That's fantastic. Maybe we need to have I know you don't like Chinese food. But
No, it's
we can go to Chinatown and get some candy and try it.
okay. I'm down.
All right. Chocolate orange, really good.
Nice. I've got free time. Thanks, Odyssey.
A bit of
I did that on CHGO Bulls this week with Peck. I just threw in a very subtle thanks, Odyssey, and he just kind of looked, just like kept moving.
He's like, do I acknowledge this or no?
Right. It's like, hey, you don't have to.
All right, last up is peach.
Yeah.
It's good, but the chocolate orange is very powerful.
Oh, okay.
I need another bite.
Peach isn't my favorite. It's not
Nah.
like it's bad by any stretch of the imagination. It's just, for whatever reason, peach has never been my favorite.
Don't tell Terry that.
Right.
All right, palate cleanse before the feet flavored chips go in.
Okay. So
Dude,
if you
it
had,
smells
if you
so
had,
bad.
okay, to delay that a little, if you had to like power rank your Kit Kats,
Okay, thank you for doing that because I need it.
yeah,
I'm gonna
Yeah.
say melon was my favorite.
okay,
I'm gonna say chocolate orange was second. Mm-hmm. Strawberry third.
okay,
Oatmeal
The sweetness
fourth.
of- the sweetness
Sweetness of people, of humans, or whatever it was.
of adults,
Of adults, sweetness of adults.
Yeah.
The white chocolate was good, and then the other
Okay.
ones are kind of like meh, hit or miss.
Okay,
All right, here we go. Here we go. Lay's numb and spicy hot pot. Just doing a small one because I'm scared.
the hot pot. Smells terrible, but
It's
Yeah.
not bad, but the smell is really bad. And like you can smell it as you bring it up to your mouth.
Oh.
Let's see. Hot pot seasoning. I don't know what that would be. Garlic, chili, onion, sesame, Sichuan pepper, fennel, paprika. There's nothing weird in there. Maybe it's just like the combo of everything, but the smell is really bad.
Okay, so that's the aftermath of adults.
Yes, the corpse of adults. The feet of a sweaty bath. What was it? Sweaty bath?
Something like that. Yeah.
Which one was that one? I can't remember.
I don't even remember. So you went from so logically you have to have the strawberry Kit Kat first, so you can have the sweetness of adults, and then get the what happens after the sweetness of adults.
Oh, yeah, those aren't good. I don't not like those. They smell so
No.
bad. I really think like if the smell was better, it would be okay. It is
Yeah.
very hot.
Okay.
Like I know where the numb flavor is now, but I'm gonna
It
wash
is
this down with a
your
oatmeal
mouth.
Kit Kat.
Okay.
That could have been better. Okay, well,
That could have been better.
I tried it. I'm happy I tried
Yeah.
it, but yeah, I cannot recommend the numb and spicy chips.
No.
But
the
if you're
Kit
up
Kats.
to, yeah, the Kit Kats were all pretty good. Like no, the one I thought I would hate, the matcha, just had like really no taste at all.
Okay.
And it might have been just because I had it like after a pretty strong one. So I'm
Okay.
gonna let the other half of it sit here a little bit, and I'll try it later.
That sounds like a tease.
The other thing though I tried that I only tried, my friends got like a little individual one. You know High Chew? Mm-hmm. I love High Chew. I
Yeah.
got a pack of High Chew watermelon,
Okay.
but they had High Chew cola,
Oh, that's your jam.
and it was amazing. So I had one. Sarah gave me one,
Yeah.
and then I ordered a bunch more on Amazon.
Oh, nice.
Because I liked them that much. So I got like a
Nice.
5-pack of like this, the whatever you call it, like the pack, like 5 packages coming
Yeah.
this week. So that's fun. Another thing about the taste of adults.
Right.
5 packages coming
Got-
my way.
Got 53 men's packages. There's a throwback.
Yeah. Yeah. So as
Okay.
if all this wasn't enough in Chinatown,
Yeah.
let me wrap up my Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
Went to 35th Street Red Hots, which is just west of Guaranteed Rate Field on 95th. 35th. You've seen it, just like your typical Maxwell stand. But they've got the Red Hot Ranch burgers and fries there. I just got 2 hot dogs with onion and celery salt, and
Okay.
everything comes with fries, which is great.
Yep.
Addie got the Red Hot Ranch burger, which she said is the best burger she's ever had in her life.
Wow.
And then Hope got Polish with onion and salt, which is like her go-to. And like all told, it was like $23 or something.
Oh,
And
nice.
we were all eating until we were completely stuffed. So looking for a quick dog burger joint in the Bridgeport area, 35th Street Red Hots. It's not a secret. It's been there forever.
Yeah.
Recommended. And then we went to Little Italy on Taylor Street for Mario's Italian lemonade,
Oh, nice.
which is always a win. I almost always go watermelon. But yesterday I wanted to mix it up, so I got cherry lime.
Oh, dude, cherry lime is
Yeah.
such a great combo.
So what's great is they do like the bottom is cherry, the top is lime, and then you like
Yeah.
work your way down. But
Sure.
they give you a straw. So I was like taking the straw, putting my finger over it, pulling up some of the cherry, and
Nice.
drizzling it on top. Oh man, that might be my go-to now. And that's across the street from the original Al's Beef.
oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So if we ever want to do another chewing the fat, we could just kill 2 birds with 1 stone right there. Just saying.
That sounds like a plan to me. Also, cherry lime is such a good flavor combo. It gets people to go to Sonic.
That's true. Their entire business model is cherry
It's
lime.
cherry lime. It's cherry limeades.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
literally what it is. People are like, okay, I want to justify going here, but can I really justify the whatever drive it is to just get a drink?
Right.
It's like, so I got to get food along with it. And okay, you suffer through whatever actual meat there is. The tots are good. Like their business model is tots, cherry limeade, ice cream.
Yeah, desserts and tots. That's it.
Which it survived.
Yeah, I'm not mad about it.
Right. Okay.
Actually sounds good.
So something I tried this week, since we're in more of a trying.
I gotta move these chips. They smell
It's
they're
not
so,
bad.
dude. They literally smell like feet.
I wish there was more of a like definitive report, but I had the cheddar cheese bacon combos.
Yas.
Yes. However, the bacon flavor, it's kind of, it's not as strong as you would think. Like there's a little bit of smoke maybe and a little saltier than just the regular cheddar cheese, which makes sense if you're trying to emulate bacon. But it's just like I don't necessarily get that in every bite.
Well, so is it a real sharp cheddar? Because that can overpower a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. So that could be it. Maybe it's just the balance between the cheddar and those elements. But it's like if you're going to label bacon on it, I want there to be some true element in every single bite.
Yeah, it's got to be bacon forward.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and I love my cheddar cheese too, but I can't be like searching for the bacon-ish flavor in every bite. There were a couple bites where it's like, oh yeah, if all of them were like that, that's good. But it's just inconsistent. So
See, I have found that to be a problem with a lot of chips lately. I found that with the LeBron James Flamin' Hot Cheddar and Sour Cream, where one bag would be incredibly hot and flamin' hot, and the other would be like sort of just a hint of it.
it's a shame, and especially all the conversation that ends up coming from it that's not entirely necessary because people can't just like multiple types of chips. So...
Right. You can't appreciate two kinds of chips. You just have to argue about which one's the best all the time.
Yes, exactly.
And you'll never change your mind.
Nope.
Regardless of evidence.
Whatever.
Yep.
Anywho,
I got that reference, Rick.
Yes.
Basketball reference.
How about that whole deal?
Those sound good. I tried the on the suggestion. I'm still digesting. Sorry, gross. On the suggestion of our listeners last week, I went to Dick's Sporting Goods and was perusing the sunflower seed selection.
Yeah.
I ended up getting the Old Bay seasoning.
Oh, nice.
And they were excellent. And I almost finished a whole bag in one day and then realized like my lips had literally turned into like tumbleweeds. They were like so dry and shriveled from all the salt I had. So I put them away for a while, but I'm probably gonna polish them off today.
Now we're back to those Kit Kats.
Yeah. I hope these photos
look like
saved.
the aftermath of the Suite of Adult. Wait, what?
Yeah, because I was able to like as I did the translate. Oh man, because it's like a photo, but it didn't. I wish it would save the photo so I can send it to Micah to put on a video feed, but it didn't work that way.
Oh, okay.
I'm upset. Oh well. But yes, I can't get over that. But yeah, they had all those flavors of sunflower seeds, and they all look good. It's just I have to go to. There's got to be somewhere else that has those.
7-Eleven. 7-Eleven has.
It was the Biggs brand.
Was it Dave's?
Dave's is like the most common.
Yeah, I saw the Dave's barbecue ones at 7-Eleven, and it was very nostalgic for me because that was my default.
Oh, and doesn't
those are the
Dave's
ones I love.
Have a bacon cheeseburger or a cheddar or something?
They didn't there, but I think they do.
Okay. That'll be worth trying. I
That
think.
one, like everything was kind of picked through because there was cruise nights in Lombard last night, so 7-Eleven kind of gets picked through a decent amount.
How'd that go?
But it was pretty good overall. Like it's cool that just in the summer on Saturdays so I know you've been to that like little downtown strip of Lombard.
Yeah.
The one street that kind of like dead ends into the train station.
Okay, yeah.
That it has like Babcock's on the corner and there's Shannon's Deli. Babcock. Yeah. That one, they essentially put a stage back up against where the street dead ends. And everybody can just bring their own chairs, and that entire little stretch of block in the street was filled.
Wow.
So
is this like the first? Well, no, they do it every week, or is this the first one of the year?
More or less. No, this was like there wasn't one last week because, or no, there was. This is see again. I'm a week off. There wasn't one for the weekend of the 4th of July, but every other week starting like late June through I think like mid-August or something like that. They have it every single week. So they have like different, mostly like cover bands go in, and I'll be honest, the band this week was not good. They were like I don't even know if I should say their name because I don't want to just like completely bust toss them.
I get that.
But like let's put it this way: there was at one point I walked up when they were in the middle of a Stevie Wonder set. They were kind of like just doing artist by artist by artist. And also the guy saying what band it was or what the name of the song was he almost sounded like Michael Scott when he was like Wayne Gretzky. like it was like you don't need to give the name. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever. Either way.
That was "Let Me Hold Your Hand" or "I Want to Hold Your Hand" by the Beatles.
Yes.
The
seriously,
Beatles.
It was like that. And they just weren't very good. So I'll leave it at that. But it was bad. They were bad enough where an older couple that was like, I was just standing around kind of like towards the back because I got there like 45 minutes in, somewhat judging.
Just see Rick in the back, arms folded, just shaking his head.
Yeah, right.
You suck.
There was this older couple by me. The lady just like looks at her husband, and clearly she's probably like mid-70s to be my guess. And she just looks at her husband and is like, "They suck. Let's go." And just like really loud.
I love it.
It was hilarious.
I love as the old loser filter.
Yeah. Oh, it's so great.
We had an incident with my mom at a family party where she, I don't know who listens for my family, so I'm not gonna say what it was, but she took a shot at a distant relative,
awesome.
and we're all like, "Mom," she's like,
Yeah.
"She's not here." I'm like, Jesus, okay,
Yeah.
Everyone
Yeah.
agreed though.
Although sometimes those happen in public, and sometimes they are not appropriate.
Yeah, well,
I had that problem with my grandma once. So
yeah. See, like I think the generation,
100%.
it was they were able to say things back in the day that were not meant in a spiteful way that now are spiteful.
Right. Yes.
And I was like, oh, that's how we talk to each other. We, like, oh, my friend Whitey, he's got white hair and red. He's, you know what I mean? Like everything is about a physical appearance.
Yep.
Like that's how you remember your friends. Apparently, you can't just call him like Rick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what names are for, Grandpa. But whatever. He'd be inappropriate sometimes at ethnic restaurants.
That's more what this was, the type of thing. So I will leave it at that, though, for the sake of that. But I had a
could not.
feeling that
I'll just say this: I could not have taken Grandpa to Chinatown yesterday. Telling everyone he like ET.
Yeah,
and we would say, Grandpa, you can't do that. What? I do. It's like, what do you mean I can't? I like tea. I'm like, but you never mind. Never mind. He doesn't mean anything by it. He's
right. So when I was at cruise nights, because I was standing towards the back, so it was right by like the crosswalk. So right at the edge. First time in a while, just because of not spending a ton of time around big groups of people, whether inside or outside, had the feeling of feeling like a median, where you don't necessarily want to be moving because you assume in every direction you're going to hit somebody.
Yes.
Or you're going to inconvenience somebody. That is 100% what I felt like. And it's like, I went from, this band isn't great. Oh God, don't move. Like it was that type of thing where I'm just like, okay, don't move. Just like, or another thing is like how do I hold my hand? Where do I have my hand so I don't seem as awkward feeling as I am?
Yeah.
Like that type of thing too.
This is so. Oh, I think since we started the podcast, we started talking about this stuff a lot, and I've sort of strayed from it as we've evolved the show or whatever. But like, this is a reality for fat people where you feel like you are constantly in the way.
Yes.
And like I am, and you are hyper aware of the space we take up.
Yes.
And it's more than we need to be. Obviously, we're not honestly taking up as much space as we feel like we are. But like, if I'm in a grocery store, my cart is pulled up to the rack next to me.
Yes.
Like I'm not in the middle of the aisle. I am. If I'm at a festival or something, I'm off to the side. I'm finding like a quiet corner. Like yesterday, we went to Mario's Italian Lemonade, and the place next door is like a little coffee shop, and it was closed. And the whole time, I just stood in the doorway because I felt like I was just taking up space on the sidewalk. I was in everybody's way, so I'm going to take my own little space in this doorway that's near enough to the people I'm with, but I'm not restricting anyone. From getting by. And no one else cares. Everybody else is on the sidewalk and people say, excuse me, and navigate around people, and it's not a big deal. But for me, I'm just like, I have to move because I'm in everyone's way all the time.
Yep. I was like that in so in Minnesota, there's like this in Rochester, there's like the subway system that they have where it's like they call it a subway, but it's just like a underground walkway where there are shops and all this stuff. And like we were in this area and kind of stopped to look at everything, but like my mom and my brother, who, mind you, my mom especially, they don't get out very much.
Yeah, right.
So like the spatial awareness in public is a little lacking at times. So like they stop right in the middle of the walkway and are like looking around at stuff. It's like, and I'm like, come over the side just a little bit. Cause like with my brother, people don't want to be, they feel like they're being rude by like asking my brother in a chair to move.
Right.
When really he can move very easily, no problem, but it's awkward for people. So I understand that. So I'm like, hey, let's scooch out of the way here a little bit.
Oh my God.
And I felt like I was doing that half of the trip when we would be
guiding
like down in one of those walkways. Yeah. Just be like let's think of it like driving. You're not going to stop in the middle. Like, I don't know about you, but that's how I think about those walkways.
You're like the Becoming Your Parents commercial.
Dude, I really...
Let's treat it like... I can't wait to say to my mom, this is a freezer, not a time capsule. I love those commercials.
They're so good.
But I do the same. Like when I go shopping with my mom, she'll usually take the cart because it's easier for her to get around and she can lean on it and steer it and stuff. But we'll be in Costco and she'll like, the Costco, like not the food aisles, but like the crap aisles in the middle. She will just park in the middle and like, oh, look at these. I'm like, Mom, there's 50 people behind us trying to get by. Like, you got to create a lane.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fine. We're moving. It's like, oh my God. And I think maybe she might be right. And it might just be my insecurity about me taking up space. But I do also get very annoyed when people stop in the middle of the roadway right in front of me.
Yes.
Like that happened a lot in Chinatown yesterday. Very narrow sidewalks. And you're walking, people are like, they just stop. You're like, and like everyone's like a cartoon, the domino effect. But yeah, I think it's probably a little bit of both in truth.
Okay.
Is, we take up space and they take up space, but we're probably a little more sensitive to it than they are. All right, we're a little bit behind in our ad copy. Sorry about that. I know you guys are really looking forward to the ad copy. But we got to tell you about our friends at Frato's Culinary Kitchen, 628 South Roselle Road in Schaumburg, FratosPizza.com, FratosBakery.com, at Frato's Pizza on Instagram. We have told you about the I'm Fat Burger and the I'm Fat Pizza and the I'm Fat Grilled Cheese for months. You got to go try it. You got to go do it. They've got the RC machine, which is always great. They've got the giant mozzarella sticks. Everything at Frato's is incredible. And I talked about it last week, but in case you missed it, they're going to be catering a family party for Hope's grandma. And the experience of dealing with the people at Frato's throughout this catering process has been very refreshing. They just handle everything beautifully. I know I'm in good hands. Everything's very well communicated. Everything's on paper to review. This is what you ordered. This is how many pieces. This is this. We know that come party day, everything's going to run very, very smoothly because of the good people at Frato's Pizza and Frato's Catering and Frato's Culinary Kitchen. So if you've not had the chance to get out to Schaumburg yet and give them a try again, they're at 628 South Roselle Road in Schaumburg, and big things coming. Towards the end of the summer, we should have a bit of an announcement for you on what's coming for Frato's, but it's very exciting. You're going to want to get involved. You're going to want to learn about it. You're going to want to know about it. It's going to be awesome. I'm not at liberty to tell you too much yet, but it's very, very exciting. Frato's is shooting up the culinary ladder. And that's good news for everybody because their food is absolutely incredible.
Yep, I'm overdue to get me an I'm Fat burger.
Yeah.
Because I want it.
Yeah,
it's got good things in it.
Yes, it does. Yes, it absolutely does. All the good things.
And while it may not have the sweetness of adults in it, it might cause the sweetness of adults.
Yes. You can never have too many food products with the sweetness of adults in them. That's
right.
I mean, look, the ones that the Kit Kats that featured the sweetness of adults, they were some of the best ones. So whatever that flavor, I'm trying. What would that translation be? The sweet, because we figured out like the bath, the sweaty bath,
like a favorite flavor of adults,
sweetness of adults, or like maybe it's like the flavor you remember as a kid, or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the sweetness of adult, like love. Could it be love? Like the taste you love? That could be a bad. You know what I mean? That could be like a poor translation. The sweetness of adults could be love. Gotta know. I gotta find out. There's gotta be someone that listens to this that speaks Chinese. Please hit us up. I'm fatpod@gmail.com, and I will send you photos of these labels so we can get like an actual this is what it means. Like it does say this, but this is what it means. It doesn't mean the
you know what?
flavor of adult people.
I might have I might have someone I could reach out to. Send me pictures of at least the problematic sounding ones. I can see if I can get a more real translation.
Okay. All right, good. I will do that.
Now this week we both did something that admittedly, and it's a character flaw for both of us, we haven't done in a while. We both went to fry the coop.
Yes. Now
we went separately to the ones closer to us. But looking at the menu, it's a little different.
Some new stuff.
So as I pull it up, and hopefully my video won't freeze, because apparently it's been one of those days for me, the Chicago hot chicken sandwich with the chicken, hot giardiniera, Coop sauce, and on the brioche bun.
Coop sauce, by the way, is mayo, ketchup, and pickles. All kind of put together.
Right, so not getting the Coop sauce on it, but we'll find a way to make up for it. However, I wonder how giardiniera would mix with barbecue.
I'm sure it's not bad. It probably what I would imagine is you'll probably lose a lot of the flavor of the giardiniera, but you'll maintain the texture and the heat. Mm-hmm. So that's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, because I do know from Boss Dogs that it works very well with nacho cheese.
Okay.
So maybe
if it can penetrate nacho cheese, so to speak, I'm sure it could do the same for barbecue sauce. Yes. So I think it would work.
So that's something that I am intrigued by. And pretty much everything, it's just like little variations off of everything they've had in terms of like, now there's were there messy fries before?
Those are new too.
Okay. So I'm going to say the seasoned fries with coleslaw, pickles, Coop sauce, and you can get chicken added to it if you want to make it more of like a true meal.
More of like a salad.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's got coleslaw. That makes it a salad.
Right. Come on.
So I find that interesting. And then I don't know if there was the chicken and cheese, which is essentially just like a sandwich with a slice of American cheese on it, but good. I got the spicy butter one where it's basically just like the chicken, a crap ton of the honey butter, which is amazing.
God, the honey butter. The honey butter is so amazing. It is so really good. I get it with every order. I just had them. I just have them added to the side.
Yep.
And it's just killer. And I noticed on the menu, Hope pointed this out to me, and I gotta you actually have to start an order to look at they actually describe what pepper each heat is. And now I'm trying to find that. Yeah.
I didn't even notice that.
I know. It's kind of new. So let's see. I can't think of where she saw this, but it was like the country, which is like the mild, is like paprika. The mild is maybe jalapeno. The medium is habanero, and then the other two are like Scotch bonnet and Carolina Reaper.
Oh, so okay. Well, that would do the trick.
Yeah. So we've told you for a long time that the hot at Fry the Coop is not like to be trifled with.
Right. Yeah. Like I'm someone that I'll generally get hot wherever I go. I get medium there.
Yeah. Medium is my go-to. Sometimes if I'm feeling frisky, I'll do 2 mediums and a hot.
Okay.
Just to mix it up and get the heat. But yeah, I am very standard when it comes to Fry the Coop. Because I just get the tenders and I get a side of that honey butter. I should probably get 2 because I run out all the time.
Yep,
and
then
the
you
seasoned
just
fries.
Slather it on. Yeah, you just slather the honey butter on. So like I'll slather the honey butter on the tender when it's full, and then as my mouth is watering because I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, seriously.
As I cut it, then I'll dip it in the barbecue sauce, so that you get the medium dry rub, the honey butter, and the barbecue sauce with the high quality chicken.
See, I'm very strange where I don't mix like buffalo and barbecue.
Okay.
I don't I will not. I guess you wouldn't call Fry the Coop buffalo by necessarily, but it's like hot chicken, like Nashville hot chicken, and I don't like to mix that with another sort of hot and smoky flavor sensation. Like I very rarely will do barbecue wings.
Sure.
I'm more of a buffalo wing flavor, and barbecue is for barbecue. I don't know. I'm weird that way, But I'll try it. I'll give that a shot on your recommendation because that sounds like all the best things happening at once, and that's never a bad thing.
Right. And then you get
The flavor of adults. Yes, of course. Of course you do. All over the place. I tried a new place this week.
Oh, yeah?
We went to Highland Park to go see the Black Crows at Ravinia. It was the first show at Ravinia since the July 4th mass shooting, which was it was a bit of a strange vibe there, as you would expect. A lot of those people just walk to the concerts at Ravinia, so they're all very local. But the CEO came out before the show and just like had a moment of silence and said a few words. And I think that like loosened everybody up. He did a really good job of kind of like, hey, like, you know, we're all here for the music. Let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy each other's company and, you know, let's keep these people in mind. So that was nice. But we're always sort of looking for like, what are we going to bring to Ravinia? It was just me and Hope this time. It almost never is just the two of us. So
having kids will do that.
Right. But we usually go with friends and stuff too. But one thought was, let's go to Popeyes. We've seen people doing this a lot. And they'll just stop at Popeyes and they'll walk in with their big bag of fried chicken and biscuits, and that's their meal. They put on a table. But we couldn't find one by Ravinia. And if I missed it, let us know. I'm fatpod@gmail.com because we'll be back there and we'd love to do it. So we both had a hankering for some pizza. So we looked up this place called Jane's Pizza in Highland Park. And it was like, you know, I don't want to say, it's not like Kraft. That's probably like the wrong way to put it. But it was just terrific. Thin crust pizza. It had like, I'm going to say this, it might sound strange, like a thin layer of sauce, almost to the point like where the sauce bakes. Does that make sense?
Oh, like, yeah, kind of like bakes into the crust.
Yes.
Almost.
So it's not like, you couldn't like put your finger on the sauce and like move it around. It is baked onto the thin crust and a real thin layer of cheese, but really wonderful. Like the sauce was beautifully spiced. I loved it. 1855 Deerfield Road is the address. They're at Judy's Pizza. Did I say Jane's? I said Jane's. It's Judy's. Judy's Pizza. Awesome. Judy's Pizza is the name of the place, and it is great. 1855 Deerfield Road. I wrote Judy's in my notes. I wrote Jane's on my paper notes, and that's the problem. So there you go. It is Judy's Pizza in Highland Park. I will add it to the I'm Fat map. They also have what they call like a double decker pizza. It's like a 2-layer thin crust. So it's not a deep dish.
So it's not like my Papa John's creation, which I basically called the double decker.
Maybe a little bit.
Okay.
But it's got like you ever see like a braided crust? Mm-hmm. Like where it's it truly looks like a hair braid.
Yeah. Oh my God, why am I blanking on it? In Warrenville, the place that I like so much, clearly, because I can't remember the name.
You'll find it.
Yeah.
But they describe this as 2 layers of crust. With tomato and mozzarella base layered with your favorite toppings. So yeah, we did not try that. We just got the basic thin crust, and we got the large, and it was perfect for the two of us. And then we also got
Romadis.
Romadis, yes, you do talk about that all the time. The jalapeno poppers were also terrific. So if you're in the Highland Park area, I'm sure you probably already know Judy's. It's been there since the 70s. But if you're headed out to Ravinia and want like a quick little thing you can pick up and carry in with you, pizza and some poppers from Judy's. I cannot recommend it more. I loved it. I thought it was terrific. I don't know why. It might have been one of those days where I was just starving. So whatever I had was going to feel amazing. Because like by the time we got to Ravinia, it had cooled off a little bit. You know, it wasn't like hot out of the oven. But I still just loved it. I loved it. And we finished it. Like it was gone before the opening band was done. We both thought it was terrific. So go visit Judy's Pizza in Highland Park. You will not regret it. It was awesome.
Okay, so there was something that I saw this week that was making the rounds that I would like to debunk.
Uh-oh.
Right now. Apparently, never
been on television before.
I see this headline from Business Insider. New lawsuit claims Skittles, quote, are unfit for human consumption, end quote, due to the presence of chemical toxin the company has said it would stop using. Now, there's a couple parts to this. If they said they were going to stop using it and then they didn't, like, okay, that's not great.
You should stop. Yes.
Yeah. Thing is, if someone was going to die from this toxin by now, it would be me.
That's true.
I eat more Skittles than probably anybody that I know. So if someone was going to get sick or have anything happen as a result of eating too many Skittles, it would be me.
Yes, it would absolutely be you.
And
you're fine.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
So
what is this toxin? Like, what is the thing that's going to kill us, apparently?
Okay, let's see. Titanium dioxide. Doesn't sound good.
Yeah, it doesn't sound great.
Doesn't really sound great. But it's actually one of the few chemical things that it's like I could have given the old chemical thing for it, the TiO2. Titanium dioxide.
Yeah.
I remember a little bit of chemistry.
Look at you.
Doesn't help me at all, but I remember it.
Thanks, Odyssey.
Yeah, exactly. Seriously. Let's see. It's commonly used in industrial applications such as paints, plastics, inks, adhesives, and roofing material. That's fun.
What the hell?
Also a popular component of mineral sunscreens.
All right.
Let's see.
I'm getting less comfortable with this, to be honest.
It says the use of titanium dioxide in food is more controversial, and safety regulators have noted that the nanoparticles that make it so effective as a sunblock are digestible by humans. Researchers have found its presence in the body has led to a host of health ailments, including alterations to DNA, chromosomal damage, inflammation, and cell neurosis.
Well,
A full ban is effective in France starting in 2020, and the EU has a similar policy slated to go into effect next month.
I mean, that's not great.
Great.
That said, give me some. Damn it. That's it. We're getting Skittles.
Yeah, exactly. Is this going to stop me from having Skittles? No.
No. I
Will I
think
continue to sort the Skittles out by color because I'm very neurotic that way? Yes.
it's got to be just a dye. That's what it is.
Yeah, you would think so.
I mean, that sounds bad. Maybe I'll just limit myself
Does sound bad.
to like
I won't.
one bag a day.
Yeah.
It's like a cigarette habit. I'm down to a pack a day.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Right. Exactly. Well, that was part of our like daily routine when we were working together. Is I would go upstairs, get a bag of Skittles, and you would be like, "Can I steal some?" I'm like, sure.
Yeah.
Take them out from the separated colors that I've already done in front of the board, so that nobody else can see outside of you.
Just give me all the lemon ones.
Yep. Lemon ones are great.
Oh, no doubt. They are good. That's for sure.
Yes.
All right. We are running late as usual. We have no voicemails today. If you want to leave us one, 708-858-3314. But why don't we get to it right now and ask the Fats?
Ask a fat about this and that. It's time to chat with the Fats.
Ask a Fat, as always, is brought to you by our pal, our buddy, Charlie the Bacon Guy. And here he is with this week's unedited Bacon Report because I forgot and had to upload it while the show was going on. So fingers crossed that this worked.
Thanks, Jay.
All right.
This week we have maple pepper, chorizo, and raspberry chipotle. Bacon jams, we have the original, the bourbon, and the peach habanero. Got a new batch of chorizo bacon getting made this week. And I'm going to do a pig roast next Saturday, just for fun.
Can we come?
So keep an eye out for social media posts about that. As always, we have the merchandise of hockey jerseys, t-shirts, stickers, and hats. The new hats are going to arrive in a few weeks, and I'm working on some new t-shirts as well. Hope everybody has a great week. Eat tons of bacon.
Okay.
For the Bacon Report, I'm Charlie the Bacon Guy.
All right, that wasn't so bad.
I was really hoping he was going to mess up and get an expletive-laced rant.
No. There was a slight pause in there, but I also believe that pauses to normal people and pauses to radio people feel way different.
Oh, 100%.
Like a second of dead air, me and Rick are like, "What's wrong?" What's happening?
Yeah. We'll be not paying attention to a show.
What?
Talking to each other about God knows what. And then there will be a slight pause and we'll both be like,
That's got to be a gif of you looking scared to your left. Yeah, that is absolutely true. Radio people feel that. There is like there's an Instagram like radio and DJ memes or something, and they're all very
really?
accurate. Yes, it's very good. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Just like you sent me a TikTok this morning, which I appreciated. Thank you very much.
I did send you one.
That was last night, actually. The TikTok one.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I sent you something from TikTok last night and something from TikTok this morning.
She is the queen of TikTok, man. She is the empress.
Yep. I figured you'd appreciate that
Distracted,
one
I'm
with
sorry.
the specific content.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Escafat. Yeah. That's it. That's what we're doing. Okay. This one's from our buddy AO from Tucson. He says, if Pecheron Mexican Grill in Tucson, Arizona doesn't qualify for the I'm Fat map, I don't know what does. All right. Their signature item is a foot-long bacon-wrapped burrito.
No bad words there.
I had the Campechano Burro, which is Diaz Milos steak and pork, avocado, tomato, green onions, mozzarella, and a touch of mayo, in a tortilla wrapped in a lattice of bacon.
Not lettuce, lattice.
Dude, I ended up switching half the burrito with a coworker who ordered it without bacon, and the comparison wasn't even close. Also, I can confirm Arizona is secretly the fast food crossroads of America. That's from AO. AO sent some pictures of this thing, and I will have them on the YouTube page. They are...
Is it up there with the thick talk?
Yes. And it is also causing the sweetness of adults. Once again, this thing is just... It's amazing. It's amazing. And I don't have ever a reason to go to Arizona again. But if I do, I will try that place. And then in, I think it's Phoenix or Scottsdale, my favorite restaurant in the world, Dick's Hideaway, is there. So now I have 2 reasons to go back to Arizona instead of just 1.
Is that a place where the surfers are just like incredibly passive?
No, not at all.
It's not the opposite of Dick's Last Resort.
No, it is not. It is a high end. I guess you'd call it like Mexican fusion kind of a place with incredible drinks, incredible food, and even like your Uber drivers never heard of it. It's like a hole in the wall place. It's a place we used to go every year for spring training, and it is my all time favorite place to eat in the world. Maybe even ahead of. I'm going to say it. Maybe even ahead of Los Angeles.
Wow.
I'm telling you, it is the single best meal I've ever had, and I've had several of them. I've probably been there 4 times, and I would say that those are my top 4 meals I've ever had. It's the kind of place where maybe like if you just took in whoever, they'd be like, that was good, but it wasn't my favorite. I feel like this place was put on earth specifically for me. Except it's in Arizona.
Well, yeah, there's that.
Which isn't great.
I wouldn't know. I've never been to a spring training.
Thanks, Odyssey.
Yeah. Anyway, this one's from Frank the Tank. Dear Fats, longtime listener, first time contributor. I'm out in Vegas and went to dinner at Carbone, which I have done many times. The rigatoni pasta is wonderful, and I've had dreams about the veal parm. Back to the,
Yep.
the sweetness of adults. Yeah. But what I ordered perplexed the waiter. My friend's wife had dinner at some garbage restaurant, but requested an order of rigatoni to go. And when he went and ordered that, I asked for a side of croutons to go, as I don't like salad, but love the croutons from the Caesar salad, since they're essentially made from the garlic bread they make. He looked at me and said, yeah, I can just grab you some of it, but made my day. So yeah, I can just grab you some, but it made my day, and I plan to eat them when I come back with a good buzz. Love the podcast. I can read, I swear.
That's awesome. Just yes. Can you fill a sack of croutons for me? And they're like, yeah. I picture the guy from Ferris Bueller at the French restaurant. Yes. Just like turning up their nose at your ridiculous order, but screw him. You've got your croutons and no one knows or cares.
Right. Jay,
What?
how's your Mazda CX-30?
Oh, it's great. I was driving
Yeah?
it all over the city. I was getting to it. I appreciate you picking me up in
Okay.
case I forgot. But yeah, driving over the city. By the way, the CX-5 is still not back. Because it's like it's going to be until the 29th until they can get the parts they need. This supply chain thing, it's the real deal. It's truly a problem. But anyway, I miss my CX-5. My Hyundai Elantra replacement car is not up to snuff. But I love on weekends when I get the CX-30 and I get to drive it all over the city. We were in the city a lot over this last week. Went to Hawks Camp on Friday, and then Saturday did the Chinatown, Taylor Street whole deal. And it's great, man. It is a fun car to drive. My buddy Brian, who I was talking about, took it for a ride last week. And every time we're out with them and he sees it, he's like, I'm really thinking about getting one of those. And I say, you should. And when you do, go to Mazda of Orland Park and ask for Eric, 708-444-3200. They're at 8910 West 159th Street, where, you guessed it, in Orland Park. Mazda of OrlandPark.com. Become a CX-30 owner and be happy, like me, because I love it. All right. Quickie from our Culver's Insider. He says, friendly, I can read, I swear. Friendly reminder, the Culver's food truck will be downtown Chicago next Friday, July 22nd. Pioneer Court, 410 North Michigan Avenue.
That's 401 North Michigan Avenue.
Did I say 410?
Yes, you did.
I am dyslexic. 401 North Michigan Avenue. From noon to 6. That's, again, Friday, July 22nd. Culver's will be there. More information, culvers.com/from Wisconsin with love. So go get yourself some free Culver's in Pioneer Court on Friday and go meet our Culver's Insider. He'll have like a little Secret Service outfit on.
Oh,
The earpiece. Yeah, that's how he communicates with us.
While eating pretzel bites.
Yeah, the curd batter has changed. The curd batter has changed. Send. There you go. That's our Culver's Insider.
So the last time I went up to Minnesota, where we stopped, we got Culver's because we stopped in Wisconsin. So yes. And my mom and my brother tried the pretzel bites for the first time. Like, I was like, no, seriously, just have some of these. They were like, oh,
Yeah.
this is legit.
They're amazing.
Like, they are now getting that instead of curds.
That's like you.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, if you're going up to Minnesota that often and you're going through Wisconsin, have you stopped at the Mars Cheese Castle?
No, we're going up 90, not 94.
Oh,
so
okay. Well, if
yeah,
you're
so
ever
we're
up
kinda
that
like-
way, do
yes.
it. You should do it. It's worth.
I have not gone to the Mars Cheese Castle as of yet, so that's still on the to-do list.
Yeah, it's good, and you never know. Mitch might be there. That happens. That happened to me once randomly. I was there eating lunch.
Might not be going to the Mars Cheese Castle.
I'll set you up for it. I didn't know if you were going to hit it or not. I threw you a
I will.
curveball. But one day I was there, and me and Hope were eating. We were going to see Dave Matthews at Alpine Valley. This is probably, 10, 11 years ago. Yeah, this is pre-Addy, so it's probably 13 years ago. And a piece of pie arrives at our plate. And the gentleman at the table over there ordered this for you. And it's Mitch and Ben. It's like, why are you here? Oh, you know, I like coming up here sometimes. Okay, cool. All right. You should go to Mars Cheese Castle. It's good.
Okay.
Okay, this one is from Nathan and Roscoe, the beefaroo enthusiast. He says, in the 1979 comedy classic The Jerk, Steve Martin's character has a scene where he and his date are enjoying an item called Cup O Pizza, and he hilariously claims, "Oh, this is the best pizza in a cup ever. This guy is unbelievable. He ran the old Cup O Pizza guy out of business. People come from all over to get this." The notion of pizza in a cup was the target of absurdist humor in 1979, but in the era of the walking taco, deep-fried Twinkies on a stick, and tiny cheeseburgers on your Bloody Mary, the idea of pizza in a cup has gone from delightfully wacky to entirely plausible. 2 questions. Pizza in a cup, are you in or out? I am in. Don't even have to ask. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And which other food would you like to try jammed into a cup and eaten with a fork? All right. So this brings me back to Chinatown.
Okay.
We went to an ice cream shop that I didn't translate. But they had, you ever see Bubble Waffle?
I don't think so.
Okay, so basically it's a waffle, but instead of like indented squares, it is convex bubbles. So it's like bubbles of dough and you just eat it like you eat it by hand. But this place also will fold up a bubble waffle. They also have these at Mr. Rico Loco, which I've talked about. The bubble waffle, they put it in a cup, and then they fill the cup with ice cream, whatever toppings you want. Yeah. So a waffle in a cup kind of works, right? I'm not against anything in a cup.
Right.
Yeah, throw it in there.
I'm trying to think of what would be bad in a cup. Like logistically, what would be bad in a cup?
The sweetness of adults.
Hey, that in a cup has helped make plenty of families out there.
That's
Jay.
right. You're right.
Way to be insensitive.
You're right. Thank you. I apologize.
Actually, so I was, in my ample free time, I actually clicked on E60 for once to see what they were doing the feature on, and it was. Does the name Barry Bremen mean anything to you?
Barry Bremen. It does, but I can't place it.
So he was like the random dude that would find his way on the field or onto the court at a bunch of sporting events in the late 70s and 80s.
Yep.
So this was a whole story because like Jeremy Schaap did it. And apparently after he did that the first time at whichever NBA All-Star game it was where he got in the layup line, that guy became friends with Dick Schaap. And Dick Schaap would help him get into other places, whether it be to get a media credential or whatever it was to be able to find his way in.
Different times, man.
So, dude, seriously. So after his like whole career's over and like they go through, here's all the stuff that he did and whatever, they found out that that he was a sperm donor because I forget why he got involved, but he was a sperm donor. And I really wish I remembered the story because it makes it sound like not as maybe, I don't know if being weird is, me unfairly categorizing it, but there was some reason that he did it either way. And they found out after like one of the kids that was created through his donation is really into genealogy and found how apparently they're not supposed to do more than like legally they're not supposed to do like more than 20 uses of any specimen because they're like, especially in a certain area, because they don't want the likelihood of people to get together and inbreed and that type of thing. So they ended up, and they're like, but back in that day, it was like the Wild West. There was no federal regulation for it. So they found, and they had a whole meeting up after, because he had died of esophageal cancer in I think like 2010, 2011. All of the kids that they knew of met up.
Oh my God.
Like had it with his wife, with his, kids that he had with his wife. There's over 50.
That's too much.
That's too much, but also like it was just kind of cool that they all found each other. And like part of the thing was just about how he always wanted a big family and all this type of thing, and how many
you got it.
You got it. But I don't know. That just made me think of it and how it was like actually really cool to see all those people kind of like get together and be like, oh, I see this feature. I see this feature. Oh, these little character or these little quirks of I like this taste, don't like this taste, like all that stuff coming out. Like that whole like genealogy stuff has always been kind of interesting to me.
Yeah,
so I got a kick out of it.
That's like you talk about the lack of regulations. It's like when I was adopted, they're like, "Here's a baby." Like, oh, sweet, thanks. Now it's like
we throw the babies at you.
Yeah. Now you want a baby? It's like our friends adopted, and it was the longest process, as it should be,
and expensive.
Yes, long and expensive process.
Yeah,
yep, of course. Anyway. Just gonna stop. Okay. One more here from you. This is more for you, Rick, but I'll just read it because it's my turn. He says, "Hey, you guys, I'm a Chicago fat who recently moved to Rochester, Minnesota to work at Mayo and have been slowly gathering intel on the local eats. First of all, I'm so sad we didn't know Rick was in town because we were at that Thursdays on 3rd. Maybe we'll see you at the next one. Yep. Jay, you got to come up sometime. I don't know if Rick wants me coming with his family to his brother's Mayo Clinic appointments, but I'll find a reason to get up to Rochester, Minnesota someday. He said the best burger joint he's found is definitely Hot Chip. Their house-made pickles are to die for, as are the monster-sized burgers and boozy milkshakes. Here is one of my burgers for evidence. A regular-sized Pepsi Pop Cup is there for scale. Rick, you can see this
Holy
photo.
crap.
If you're watching on YouTube, you can see this photo. That is enormous, and that bun looks absolutely killer. That looks
bun?
so good.
The bun?
It's glistening. It looks like a brioche situation.
Wow.
Yeah, that place looks good. It is called
Yes.
Hot Chip.
Hot chips. Yeah.
So find that place, Rick. Let's get a full review next time. When are you going back, do you know?
Will. Unless my circumstance changes, the 27th and 28th, I think,
Okay.
is when we're going back. It's like, I think it's whatever that Wednesday and Thursday of that week is. Whatever that ends up being, I think that's when we're going. So I will be back up there in 10 days.
All right.
10
Find
days or so.
Hot Chip and get us a review.
Hot chips. I don't know why I have to say that like Terry says hockey tips.
Hockey tip. I thought you were doing Hot Pockets. I thought you were doing a Jim Gaffigan voice.
No, I was going full Terry.
There you go.
Although you never go full Terry.
You can go full Terry. He's the best.
Yes.
He is the best. By the way, Wednesday is that score anniversary party. Are you going?
No,
Okay. I'm on the
I am
fence.
not.
I'm on the
I mean,
fence.
you should.
I talked to Tanny. I'm like, am I invited to this thing? He's like everyone's invited. So yes. And then after I wrote him that, Mitch texted me, "How are you?" Like, I'm good. So
Yeah.
I think he was checking to see if I was coming.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see how the week goes. I'm on
Yeah.
the fence.
You
I'm
can
still
have
very
fun,
mad
though.
on your behalf. So
Yeah, but I mean, you were there for that long. Like, you can't tell the story of the place without you. So
okay. I appreciate that. I don't think it's true, but I appreciate it anyway. But I'll see. I'll see how I'm feeling.
yeah, you should go. I am not.
Okay. Understandable.
I am not going. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Sorry. Even though it's, hey, sorry, Odyssey. Just a little too fresh for me.
Yeah, it's a little fresh.
And I also don't want to necessarily give off the perception that everything is all hunky dory either. So it's
No, nor should you. I get that.
no, yeah. So
All right. Well, we'll see.
on that note,
Yeah, wrap it up.
this has been a weird one. All right. Follow us on all of our social media platforms at I'mFatPod, I'mFatPod@gmail.com to send in your thoughts and questions and all that stuff. Patreon, TeePublic. Keep an eye out for that new Onion Ring of Honor image.
Yep.
Keep that out there as well.
Hey, I want to remind everybody real quick. Sorry.
Yes.
We've been talking about The Bear on FX.
yeah.
Extended for a second season, which is great. Earlier this
Yes.
week, I was on the Crossing Streams podcast talking about The Bear. It's like an hour and 40 minutes of me and Craig Elston talking about The Bear. It was really, really fun, really, really good. So if you enjoyed the show or you're on the fence about watching it, the first half of it is spoiler free. So you can hear us convincing you to watch The Bear. And then if you did watch the whole thing, you can hear us kind of talk more specifics on the second half. It's called the Crossing Streams podcast. I tweeted it out a bunch of times after it came out. So go check that out and give it a listen and give him a subscribe. He's a good dude.
I will do that.
Thanks.
I don't know why I haven't. I don't even know why I paused right there either. I think it's because my air conditioner just shut off. So all of a sudden, I immediately started beating up.
You're slowly dying.
I am slowly dying.
All right, hurry up.
Without the sweetness of adults. Anywho, subscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe. Subscribe to the YouTube page as well, youtube.com/I'mFatPodcast. Rate and review the podcast. I don't know why I'm holding my water bottle when I could wait 20 seconds and the podcast is over.
You're
And
dehydrating.
I won't be doing this. Yeah, apparently so. Immediately. So rate and review the podcast. 5 stars, please. We're like just a few short of 500. So that would be wonderful to be able to get to that threshold soon. And check out our sponsors, Charlie the Bacon Guy, Mazda of Orland Park, and Frato's Culinary Kitchen. So for Jay, I'm Rick, and this is the I'm Fat Podcast.
All right, I think we got a lot accomplished here today.